Okay, so during the first week, we are having an ice-breaking sessions, which is we are allowed to tell a simple introductions about ourselves, about our name, our living area, and our hobby. And during that sessions, in our class, we have 50 persons per classes. And then during that sessions, we get to know each other. And because we don't really know each other before this, so during the ice-breaking sessions, we might have some knowledge or idea about how is she or who is she or who is he. So in the ice breaking, we get to know who is who and what's their story behind it. And then during the ice breaking, we have around 50 students, so we are divided into 4 main groups, and within one group we have 10 to 12 members. Okay, and then we also have an intro to the subject, which is the lecturer giving the presentations and or a briefing on the assignment during the whole semester. And during the first week, it's just like the introductions. The lesson that I could learn. Okay, so for week 2, we are giving time to watch some video, and then within the group we have to discuss each other around 1 hour 45 minutes, and then the another remaining hours we will be presenting. But in my group, there's only 4 or 5 or 6 people who is presenting. So during this week, we could identify the characteristic of a good teamwork, and then we could identify the requirement for effective teamwork among the interprofessional healthcare team members. Okay, so the outcome that I have during this week is I already improved my interpersonal skill, my communication skill, and lastly is my personal skill. Okay, so during this week too, we have to discuss between our team member on the good characteristic of the teamwork based on the video that given by our lecturer. Second, we have to present on a good characteristic of the teamwork, and then we have to discuss about the activity. So lesson that I learned from week 2 is we have to give everyone get the opportunity to give the idea, and our leader also accept the idea from everyone equally. And then I also realized that a good characteristic of a teamwork somehow does appear in our daily life, but we are not really give attention to it. Okay, so for a week 3, we are having a role play, which is role play on the effective teamwork skill among the healthcare provider. So during this week, our group member, we have 12 group member and all involved, 12 people involved in the role play. And during the role play, we have around 1 hour to make the storyline effectively, and then we have remaining like 45 minutes to present. So during that week, we are decided to make a storyline about the cardiac attack, and then during the cardiac attack, they will be transferred in the ambulance by the paramedic, and then linked to the hospital emergency, and then linked to the neurologist, and then the radiologist, and then lastly you will go to the doctor. And during this week, I could learn that lesson that I learned is that actually without a good teamwork skill, these cases wouldn't be smooth. And we also have a clear knowledge about a clear teamwork skill. So during our role play, I will be playing as a nurse, which is a bit amazed because I have to link to every department. So without me, the cases or editing would be like slow or not even run at all. So I play a bit of a challenge character because I have to take them to refer to the neurology, so I have to take them to refer to the doctor, and I have to take all the result from them, collect, and then I have to give to the doctor. So lesson that I learned is, because we have a very short of time, so it's a big challenge to me, but with a good teamwork skill that we have, with a good leader, we could manage to finish the storyline within the time that given. Okay, so for our week 4, we are doing a debate on the advantages and the disadvantages of the online learning during a pandemic. And for our group 1, we have to do the advantages of the online learning during a pandemic. And only 4 people out of 12 that will be presented and debate on this issue. And we have around 1 hour to think about the point of the advantages of the online learning, and remaining hours to be represented. So during this week, I'm the one who selected to debate. For me, the challenge that I've faced while searching for a point is during the searching of the advantages of the online learning. I have to bear in mind every point that I pointed. I should have a thing or a point that encounter. I have to think about the point or the thing that can encounter my point back, so that I get to get ready with whatever questions that the opposite side will ask me about that thing. And the lesson that I learned during debating is that firstly, I get to know and I have a new knowledge about the correct sequence of the debating, which we have the minister and then the public, so on. So, and second is I have a good teamwork skill, because even though there's only 4 people that will be debating, but our group, we decided to, all of the participants, all of the members in our group will give an idea. Point 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they will help us, even though they are not presented, but they are giving the idea. So it showed me and it gave me a good teamwork skill, as I'm not alone during this to present this thing. And then during a week 5, we're having a major project, which is we have to create a poster in a mahjong paper about the importance of the IPEC. So during that week, during that week is good for me, because during our group we asked someone if they could bring the mahjong paper, and someone did bring it, and some of our members also bring some colorful markers, so they give like a contributions to the group also. And then during the week, some of us will doing the content of the poster, and some of us, while searching for the content, some of us are writing the title, and then some of us and the one thing that I really appreciate is during I think we have like not enough time. It is like 2 minutes left and we are not really done yet, so each of us hold one pen and marker, and we are doing it like have a good teamwork to finish it on time. So as for me, the lesson that I learned from doing this our major project is the cooperations, and then the teamwork skill, a good teamwork skill that we could have. And then during this week, we also divide in our group. There are only 4 people out of 12 that will be presented, and everyone was involved, and it was a good thing, because you know, when we are rushing and then somehow our true color will appear, and other people accept it. So it's a very team building activities to increases our teamwork skills. On week 6, we are doing a general teamwork skill, which is the activities is we have to search for an article, a local or even international article about the medical negligence or the public complaints which has resulted from the lack of the teamwork. Okay, so our group pick one article in a straight times about the doctor that amputating the wrong leg. So during that thing, we have time to discuss about the good characteristic of the good characteristic, the bad characteristic, and also we could identify the characteristic of a team that compromise a negative or compromise of different healthcare provisions that can be achieved a common goal. So during this thing, I could identify some requirements of the effective teamwork among the interprofessional healthcare team member, and I can also we also reflect about the teamwork issue and the strategy to overcome the conflict arising within the interpersonal healthcare team member. So lesson that I learned during this last week is that even if you did in a medical term, if you did one mistake, just like this our article, if you amputating one leg, is you wrong amputating a leg, then it could destroy your entire life. So if you're having like you study for 4 years and then you're doing a slightly mistake, it could affect everyone. As for our conclusions, we have to have a good teamwork in a group. I achieve a good teamwork as I have a good leader in our group, and then we also able to identify the effective teamwork skills that should have in a group, and we also have a wider knowledge about the importance of the teamwork. If we don't apply or manage it in our daily life, it could eventually affect the whole thing. And then we also able to practice the teamwork skills during this IPE PEC, and also we can appreciate and apply it to our daily life.